Shalom. Shalom. Call Alam La Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, Wagadas Fakat, Wadi Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai for the Holy Spirit, Wadi Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, Kaha Wakakudas, Kaha Kudas Rakha, the bonus to the whole full elect elder apostle slave to be saved. Lord, willing, start with those at the Great Millstone Church, down to the rest that may be out here abiding under the same doctrine, because this is in fact the true doctrine. Much peace and many blessings to, the rest of you believers out here, men, women, and children of the Israelite race. All right. You other brothers, first and foremost, teaching the truth in all true faith and sincerity. And like I said, the rest of you brothers you believers out here, you men, women, and children of the Israelite race. All right. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So yeah, jumping into this one is the 150th volume, and it says faith reps. Faith reps. That's is pretty much gonna be the message of this quick, impromptu. So what I want to do is I'm gonna get that word rep. All right. Because basically in this faith, right, you basically what this dealing with, the Lord is building our faith. He's making us stronger. He's making your faith stronger for the time to come. Because all hell is about to break loose, and Lord and Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai knows that it needs to. All right. And pretty much you get particular, you get things, you get weight put on you. You know what I'm saying? You get weight put on you. Just like you think about working out, you get weight put on you. And the more you lift, the more you do, the more reps you have, if you will, that's the pretty much is tending to you getting stronger physically. Well, that's the same thing in the spirit. All right. If you really look at it, different things, different weights you gotta, carry, man, different, lots, steads, things you go through, but nonetheless, it's a rep. Yeah. What I want. Let's get the one. Yeah. In bodybuilding, right? See, in bodybuilding, the Lord is about building the body. In bodybuilding, a repetition of a set of exercises. And that's what the Lord talks about. All right. And pretty much you're only going to lift what you're able to lift. It's certain measures that everybody has been given to lift in order for them to become stronger, and that it will be seen in the form of these different, like I said, steads, responsibilities, and, trials and tribulations, man. Okay. And you're supposed to be building. Okay. We're definitely supposed to be building. I want to get one more. Let me line another one up really quick. Let's see. Hold up. Yeah. 1 Peter 2:5, it says, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house. See that? And holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And we get that word built. All right. Let's get the word built. Let's get built. Where you at? Let's see. Built up. It says to build a house. See? Going back to like what? Bodybuilding, which is through what? A repetition of a set of exercises. Okay, that okay? All right. That's how you body build. So the Lord is going to build this body, right? Which is, the brothers, the sisters, the children that are in on this faith, all right, through working them out, man, putting them through different, exercises, if you will. But it says to build a house, erect a building, build up from the foundation, to restore by building, to rebuild, repair. And that's what you do when you actually work out. You actually tear muscle fibers, right? And the pretty much the concept of doing that is so they can be repaired. You can't repair something that's, that doesn't need fixing. So the whole, science, if you will, of working out is ultimately to get sore, to tear muscle fibers, and through that process, you're building your muscles are forced to become stronger, get bigger. You see what I'm saying? Increase. So there it is. So it says to restore by building, to rebuild, repair. And that's what the Lord is doing with us. You know what I'm saying? It says to promote growth in Hamashiach, wisdom, affection, grace, virtue, holiness. You see, blessedness, to grow in wisdom and piety. Okay, so the Lord is that's what he's doing. He's making a way to he's promoting growth. All right, and I'm gonna get the scripture, Romans 12:3. For I say, through the grace of given unto me, you see, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly, as Romans 12:3. If I didn't say, then he ought to think, but to think soberly, as the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith. See that? So the Lord gave everybody, different measures, if you will, like different weights. Everybody is going to lift different weight through this, man, and it's going to be according to your frame. But let me grab that real quick. This is Psalms 103:14. For he knoweth. Matter of fact, let me jump to the chapter. I think there's a little more in there. Yeah. Let me straight to the point. For he knoweth our frame. You see, he remembered that we are dust. See that? There it is. There it is. The Lord, he's gonna, deal with you according to your frame. He's not gonna give you more than you can bear, if you will, and that's how we know he's building us up, because it's like to say in the world, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's exactly, what we have going on in the truth. Psalm 34, and for the righteous, it say, I'm gonna start at 17. The righteous hear it cry, and Yahweh Bashmiel Shah hear it and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh, Yahweh Bashmiel Shah is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart. See that? Just once again, you can't be built up if you ain't broken down. You can't be repaired if you ain't broke, man. You see what I'm saying? You can't grow if you're not tearing muscle fibers. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing there to promote growth, So if we can't grow if the Lord doesn't give us scenarios to where we'll grow mentally, spiritually, for us to push through to where we can grow mentally, physically, and spiritually, maturely, and to be sound in his faith. He give you situations where the Lord can take you from everything, and pretty much you literally left to just depend on him. And that is an act of what? Boosting your faith. You see what I'm saying? That results in, if that go on to happen, your faith is completely boosted. And Yahweh Basham Yahushua. Like when all hell break loose and people not eating, and we're literally forced to rely on the same power we practicing right now to rely on, if you will. We're rehearsing right now to rely on for when that time comes. And this is actually just our duty regardless. When he actually comes through and makes a way in that time, like he said he will, that's going to boost our faith then. And what is that going to lead to? The spiritual power. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the highest form of faith. You know, as your faith gets stronger, you can lift more, you can do more, you can get through more. Things become easier. You see what I'm saying? Uh, you're sharper, you're better, you're quicker. You see, you can endure more. See, but anyway, you know, things that's supposedly big to another person. Well, if you in this true faith, say if you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul to temptation. Matter of fact, let me grab that. I know I butchered that completely. All right, let's get the scripture. Grab it real quick. This is Sirach 2. And one, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You see, set thy heart aright and constantly endure it, and make not haste in time of trouble. So you gotta understand the Lord, you know, pretty much through this truth, you're gonna have it put on you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's ultimately something you after, you know, and that's what the kingdom. That's that penny. It's like you got a slave to, you know, get that check at the plantation. If you know what I'm saying? For those that deal with, there's brothers and sisters out here that deal with that, but it says, set that heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave, no matter how heavy the weight get, whatever's dealt out to you, you got to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own measure. Say, cleave unto him and depart not away. You see, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. If you can come out of the weight, you can push through that last weight. Don't get up off the bench. Don't run away. You see what I'm saying? Don't run, deal with it and push through. You're gonna actually get the gain. It's like when they tell you to pretty much you live to failure. If you don't, if you got if you stay, man, just go till you stop, till you stop. Say you do 23 of something like benching or something like that or curls, but you felt like you could do 27. Well, according to the so-called science, you just lost out on pretty much becoming 70% more stronger, if you will, 70% more gains. You see, and this is a scripture that just came to my mind that I should have need to see if I can get it again. See the heart right, constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble, cleave unto him. Yeah, and depart not away that thou mayest be. Yeah, that's what I want. Increased at thy last end. See, if you don't push through, you're not gonna get the reward of, that experience, going through that experience, coming out of that experience. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's see if I can get that. Scriptures up. I'm gonna close out. All right, point pretty much proven. Line that up here. Yeah, see that? It's 1 Timothy 2 and 2 Timothy 2 and 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach, as Yahushua Hamashiach. That's what you know what I'm saying? You gotta endure hardness, man. What is, because really when you lifting weights physically, it actually your muscles get real hard, man. They don't feel like jello, you see? And when you go into that word, what did I just click? Salakia. I clicked endure hardness. Okay. G2553. Carcapatheo. And it reads, trouble. See? Endure affliction. Be afflicted. Suffer, in parentheses, endure evils. So bad stuff, man. You see? Hardships, in parentheses, troubles. To be afflicted. That's how it feels when you lifting. So if you're going through these same exact scenarios you find yourself in your life, well, just understand that to be you in the spirit lifting, if you will. See that? It says to undergo hardship, be afflicted, endure afflictions, hardness, suffer trouble. Yeah, all the soldiers Well, it's like when you getting ready to go to war. They got to put you through what? Them drills first, man. They got to break you down in order for you to become strong enough to, you know, win that war. So ultimately, you making it through the drills and the boot camp and all that, if you will, because that's basically what this is like. It's like boot camp. You're gonna actually, increase. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna receive the benefits of it, and it's ultimately gonna be what another boost in your faith, because you're just gonna get stronger and stronger in the faith. The more situations you deal with, come out of. You see, it says when you go into the word afflicted, grievously affected, or troubled, as by disease in parentheses, mentally or physically impaired. You see, it's a bunch of ways to be afflicted. Okay. See if I can grab that. Afflict, cause pain or suffering to. They deal with pains. It says trouble, bother, burdens, distress, beset, harass, worry, oppress, annoy, vex, irritate. You get put through some real torment, plague, blight. These are different things that brothers and sisters go through in this. You know what I'm saying? Down here. That's why we need a kingdom, man. That's why we need the kingdom. It says of a celestial body, be in a stressful aspect, with, in parentheses, another celestial body or a point in the ecliptic. That's, ain't got to go that deep. But anyway, let me jump here. So that's what you do. You gonna have to go through that. All right. So you're supposed to endure hardness. You actually become a soldier. It says, "No man that warreth that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life." Yeah, that's lifting. That's hard. You can't be all caught up in shit. You can't. You got to stay disciplined. It's not necessarily hard when you want to do the right thing. It's like when you want to work out, it's not really hard. You see what I'm saying? But it is. But that's, you become hard to the hardness. You see that? What's hard, and that's why you work out, because what's once hard is now not. And the Lord, through His different, you see this in His different things He present to you, and through you just trusting in Him, and you come out of it, you see the benefits you've developed and got, right? The gains, if you will. That will go on to boost your faith for the time to come. You see that? It says that He may please Him who have chosen him to be a soldier. See? And if a man also strive for masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So you must go through it. You see? The husbandman that laboreth must be the first partaker of the fruits. Yeah, so if you want the fruits, you gotta labor. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you want byproduct from, it has to be something there. You see what I'm saying? Nothing, it's the byproduct you looking for. But anyway, let me go ahead and close this out. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7. So you gotta, say what? Not Wisdom of Solomon. Salaki. Second Ezra 7. This should be it. Second Ezra 7. And it's a yeah, I'm gonna read this, verse 10. I'm gonna actually start at 9. If this city were given, right? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 6. It says, there is another thing. A city is built, and set upon a broad field. You see? And it's full of all good things. See that? It says, and the one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. So this is the way to get in. You see what I'm saying? It's a tough, it's straights. You see what I'm saying? But what you're trying to get out is the focus. So if you're trying to get out, you gotta go through. You gotta push through. As it going to say, if this city not now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, that's this life. How shall he receive the inheritance? You see, if he never shall pass the danger set before it. You see that? So there it is, man. It says, how shall he receive his inheritance? He wouldn't get it. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Right? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It says, so-called Afro people scattered abroad. Because of their sakes, I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now it's done. Yeah, that because he told Adam he would have to labor to bring forth. You're gonna have to, because you want to go off, now everything gonna be hard for you. In order for you to gain, you're gonna have to actually like sweat, go hard. Like you're gonna have to go through shit. You see what I'm saying? To prove you have to put in work. You have to, you got to prove what you want back, what you're trying to get. Because we fell from that God state pretty much, and that's what we all, pretty much that's the concept of life we're dealing with due to Adam's fall. But anyway, it says, then were the entrances of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils, you see, and very painful. You see, at that point when he fell, at that point, the entrances of this world was made narrow, right? In order for you to like come up, you see what I'm saying? Get gains, It says through the entrances of the elder world, for the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. It didn't take much. You could just, you see what I'm saying? It was just complete perfectness. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much, really, the Lord will have Adam go through different things to prove his faith once again. Because when he left, the commandment, he basically like disannulled the faith that the Lord held him in as far as having for him. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, so the Lord will like, all right, you got to prove you believe in me. You see what I'm saying? All right, you're gonna have to go through this, and ultimately, let me put you through these different things, is you gonna come out stronger in all aspects, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Ultimately, I'm gonna make a better Adam, and then, if I'm gonna talk to you throughout the process, but if you come out, which is what you have to stick through, push through to get in. You know what I'm saying? To come out. When you come out, you'll actually see like, oh, you see what I'm saying? And you'll have more faith in the Lord's process. So basically all the stuff we're dealing with is what faith reps. It says, for the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. See that? There it is. You can never there it is. So yeah, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer the straight things, verse 18, and hope for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things. You see? And you see, have suffered the straight things. You see? Let me read it again. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered straight things, and they have done wickedly and Slakia. We read it one more time. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things. and yet shall not see the wise. See that? Because they suffered them, but they didn't push through them. They didn't go through them, so they didn't get the gain of that they would have got if they would have pushed through it, and came out of it. You see what I'm saying? And that's those that's not on this truth, and that that's not being put through these spiritual exercises, which is to ultimately our benefit. So yeah, that's basically all I want to bring out. This is Ephesians 4:13. For verse 12, it says, "For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body." See that? The body is who? Us, the Israelites, the church of a Mashiach, because he's the head, till we all come in the unity of the faith. Lord trying to get the whole body in shape, right? It says, "And of the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the," you see, there it is. The Lord's making us better, man. See that? He's ultimately increasing. And then you're going to actually see the benefits and the rewards of us going through these things. And that's going to increase your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's going to actually cause you to go on and get wisdom. And wisdom brings you to a kingdom. You see, it says, you're going to be on point and in order, you're going to see like, man, you should do this. You can't do this. I can't do that. I got to do this. You push through and you see that through to the end, you're going to see the benefits. It's like these people that, they're going to see that they shouldn't offend it. They're going to know it too after death by pain, you see? But it says, till we all come into the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of a Mashiach. So yeah, Yahushua, he on swollen in the spirit. All right. So he had to, Lord went through it, man. All right. I'm gonna get this last scripture, just to, try to point home. 1 Timothy 4:8, it says what? For bodily exercise profited little, but it's still profit. See, so the Lord pushes bodily exercise, but godliness is profitable unto all things. And that dealing with exercise, it says having a promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. So that's what you'll get out of going through godliness. The life of the godly, which is you trying to live godly. Godly, you're gonna, say, here comes Satan. You know what I'm saying? Whom though be sober and vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Those who resisted steadfastly in the faith, knowing the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren in the world. You see that? So that's the walk of the godly. That's the workout of the godly. Living this godly lifestyle is a complete exercise, man. And it's going to be seen, and like I said, the things that the Lord presents to us, man, and it's going to be according to your measure, your stature. The Lord knoweth your frame. Everybody got different frames. He ain't gonna give us more than we can bear. Everybody can't bench the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna bench what you need to be on right, be on point, man. Be the best you can be. That's how the Lord moving. And you go into that word training, it says the exercise of the body. Okay, any exercise whatsoever related to the body, such as characteristics of aesthetics, and consist of in abstinence from matrimony and certain kinds of food. So yeah, you got people that really catch all type of different hell in this, man. You got fucking wives leaving men, wives with unbelieving so-called husbands. You see what I'm saying? But they got to stick it out because they was with them. You got all type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got men that don't even have wives, man. You got women that don't even have husbands. You see what I'm saying? You got some real, brothers that don't got money like that. Everybody catch different hell. Can't keep consistent income. Not really stable. Like you got different hell, ailments, children sick, just demons always fucking with them. Like, cause it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. So yeah, that's basically it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're dealing with. So I'm gonna close out. I think the point has been proved. I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Wahakadash Wakah, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Kahawakah Kodash. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.